Hey guys, so starting something new here. It's going to be called the 17th podcast, and it's going to be talking about wrestling across AEW, Impact, and WWE. And if you guessed in top on it, we are talking about WWE Royal Rumble. From the Royal Rumble and onwards, I will be talking about it in this podcast, and anything past it's just past. So, what happened at the Royal Rumble? And I will start off with the first match that was there: Charlotte Lee versus Sheamus. I missed this live. I've rewatched it this morning. The day is the 27th of the 1st, a day after the Royal Rumble. Well, I'm from UK, so it's morning. Then it was, you know what I mean. Anyhow, I rewatched this match and it was all right. Nothing special. Um, all I can say, top of that, I'm glad to see Sheamus back in WWE. Anywho, let's go to the next one now, which was the United States Championship, and this was all in the kickoff show between Humberto and Andrade, Elements I call him, and cause manager Selena Vega. I watched this. Um, it wasn't really interesting. I knew Humberto wasn't going to win, so nothing really special there. Next one now, if I'm correct. This was the main show. I think I might have a couple of these mixed in the wrong order, but anyhow, I did watch them all. Asuka versus Becky Lynch. Personally, I thought Asuka was going to win, but at the Royal Rumble, of course, Becky Lynch won. Was a good match. I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised Asuka's tag team partner didn't get more involved, but that was it. Next one should be the other championship. Yes, it is. Bayley versus Lacey Evans. Now, I'm shocked at this because, in my opinion, Lacey was going to win, but she didn't. Oh well. It was another great match. But personally, with Bayley's character, I don't see her as heel. That's just me. Lacey Evans, it's good as well. I can definitely see her as like also her kid. I swear she wants to jump off the barricade and just like run in the ring and slap Bailey. But anyhow, yeah, that was that match. Now the next one, the Women's Royal Rumble. There was a lot of things happening, and I laughed at this because everyone knows Santino Marella, and he pretended to be his twin sister Santina. Uh, he came back as Santina in the Royal Rumble for the women, and it was a standstill between him, Beth Phoenix, and Natalia, and it was so funny. If you have time, look up the video because it is quite funny. Um, that was the best bit about the women's Royal Rumble, I would say. But well done to Charlotte Flair. Personally, I'm not surprised it was Charlotte. I thought it might have been somebody like a legend or NXT, or maybe somebody who's never had the championship yet. But Charlotte won. Now we move on to the Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. This was a good match. Because the Fiend won. I didn't expect Daniel Bryan winning, so yeah, it was a good match. Because it was a strap match. If people don't know what a strap match is, it's between two people like Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan who are tied together by a strap. They can use the strap, they can use anything they want, but they cannot take the strap off. If they do that, they will say they want to give up, and that'd be the end of the match. I don't know if they keep that rule in still, but it's been a long time since we've seen one of them matches. So it was nice to see that because Bray Wyatt won by in his finisher, the claw thing. I forgot what it's called. Mandible claw, even. And it was a good match. I could watch that over and over. It was a really good match. And then, of course, with everything going on, we have to talk about the men's Royal Rumble. A lot of things happening. Not many legends coming back, but there was one at 21 that was blew my mind. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll say that for a sec. Brock Lesnar was cause number one. He announced it. He eliminated a lot of people, but he got the world. Did he get the world record for it? No, he didn't. He got 13 eliminations, tying with Braun Strowman, and he was eliminated by Drew McIntyre. Then a lot of people come in. Bray Wyatt, of course, was not in. I just found an image and stuck it on there, of course. John Morrison came in the Royal Rumble and he left quite quick because Brock eliminated earlier. And then you just saw normal people coming in like they do. Till 21, I lost my shit as the rated R superstar Edge came back. I'm not joking, I lost my shit. He is one of the wrestlers I grew up watching. Him, Booker T, and Mysterio were the first three wrestlers I ever got into this promotion, and it was nice to see them. Sorry, nice to see them. Nice to see Edge back in wrestling. He has said multiple times he would do anything to get back into wrestling, and now he's back. Will we see him in the future? I hopefully hope so, because he is a good wrestler, and I hope he has a long time still in him. But also in the Royal Rumble, you could see him and Randy Orton teaming a lot. So will we see the return of the rated RKO, which causes Randy Orton an edge? I hope so, because I want to see Edge as a champion again and tag team champion again. And is he in the Hall of Fame? I'm not too sure, but if he's not, I hope he is in with Christian. Christian is one of these people that deserves to be in. I'm not joking. Same with Edge. Same with any legend, I will say. Even if they're not even counted as a legend as the one-time appearance like James Ellsworth. Because I hope James Ellsworth comes back and does a bit more work before he goes into Hall of Fame, because be shit then. And what was the last one here? Oh yeah, this match kicked off the main show. Baron Corbin versus Roman Reigns. I knew I had one mixed up. Oh well. I watched this match. I was halfway through the match, and I was surprised Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode didn't get involved. Soon as I said that, I went even live with this. They got involved. I was like, oh crap. Because this podcast isn't for kids, so if you let your kids watch this, it's up to you. Anyhow, yes, they had a good match, and it was good, and that was the full Royal Rumble. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all later for the next one. Bye.